Hello there. My name's Mark Allen, and I am the electric guitar player.
I am Josiah Nelson, and I am the drummer.
Hi, I'm Brooke, and I play keys and sing.
Hey, I'm Kyle, and I'm the bass player and vocalist.
My name is Nikki, and I play violin and synthesizer and do some backup vocals for the band.
Florida was an amazing way to start our tour.
This is right next to the beach.
So we were a little spoiled for this first. It was a retreat.
For a church youth group that is actually here in Memphis. It was United Methodist.
We only had to play once a day, not too hard, and we got to spend a lot of time, on the beach. I spent way too much time the first day. Got burnt really bad.
They turned out to be a great group of kids, and the leaders were really cool. And they had this guy coming up. He was speaking on Sabbath, and it was all about rest. It was about finding our rest in God.
Desperately, I seek your
We went to a camp in Texas
It was just really hot.
called Camp Blessing. It was a special needs camp.
The kids there were just incredible. It was so fun working with them and just learning how to interact with a lot of kids who have special needs and just loving on them and them loving on us.
One night there was a dance party in Texas, and they had this DJ coming. He was awesome, and it was like a high school dance, except no one thought they were the coolest kid in the room. Everyone was just having a great time, didn't care what anyone thought about them, and it was the funnest dance I've ever been to.
So that week was incredible. I will never forget just leading worship for them and seeing the joy on their faces as we just led them in a time of thanksgiving and just worship to our God, and it was awesome. I loved it. The next thing we did was a show in Dallas.
Called Munger Place.
That church was awesome. It was like an old traditional church, but in the inside they made it all new and contemporary with huge light systems. It was our first show, so there were a lot of rough patches in that concert.
It was definitely a learning experience, but it was really fun just to talk with the people there and be encouraged.
It's nice that we can just laugh about it and know to not ever make those mistakes ever again.
Speak to me, let me. We went to Josiah's house in
Iowa.
We got to play at my home church.
That was the first time I think we felt like we had it together, and we're really just putting on a good show, and people enjoyed listening to us, and his church family was amazing. We went to this beautiful lake that was gorgeous. We went to my house.
We got to set up like in this little square, you know, like the middle of town. And it was cool to play there because, you know, people are just walking around and kind of just looking and seeing what we're doing.
We got to play a lot of covers, and so it was something different and fun.
We got to play at this FCA camp in Decorah, which was so cool.
We got to play in this huge like choir hall, which was amazing, and it was cool to see all the kids. They would come up on the floor and worship.
There's this great speaker who used to be in the NFL, and he was just teaching kids in such a way that really captured their attention and demanded their respect and showed the relentless love of God. That was the whole theme of the week.
We went to New Jersey, where we played at this church in Netcong, and this huge, massive church. We got to play like 3 services in the morning, and then we had a concert at night that same day. And we got to play at Mark's church.
I got to see a lot of old friends. I think that was probably one of my favorite shows.
And I met my doppelganger. Weird.
And the worship went really well. They really loved the album, and they were very supportive of all of us and of Mark specifically. It was so cool just to see them welcome him in.
I feel like we were really encouraged that week. We got a lot of great feedback, and it was just a great time building connections. We went back to Niggy's house and got to play this outdoor show at this really cute restaurant. We got to show off a little bit, which was exciting.
Canada was really good.
I just didn't know what to expect at all. I had never, for one thing, crossed the border into Canada, which went really swell. It was very seamless.
And it ended up being amazing. Like, each night, people were just really encouraged, and we were encouraged and just excited about worshiping the Lord and seeing what He was doing throughout the week. The speaker, Cliff, and his wife were so great. Like, we learned so much, and I think that's why the worship was an amazing time, because we were being fed so much spiritually. So we were going into a place where we were just excited about the Lord, and we had freedom and time to just rest in Him.
We were also able to play at Camp Orchard Hill, which I think is probably one of our favorite camps. It was super equipped with everything. I mean, they had a skate park, and
Zip line,
Cabins,
go-kart track,
pool,
trees,
high ropes, and
slip and slide.
bugs,
giant swing thing,
crazy kids.
paintball.
So we had fun there.
Back to the giant swing, I have a good story about that. I was really excited to do this because I love to do rides or anything that make my stomach drop, and so I knew this would make my stomach drop. So we're going, and they're pulling me up.
Yeah, Brooke!
I forgot to do the most important thing, which is to always hang on to the rope with at least one of my hands. And right when I got up there, they let go. I got so excited, I threw my hands up in the air, and I was like, ah! I was fine.
The last camp that we were at was in northern Wisconsin. It was called Wood Lake Bible Camp. And some of the most crazy things happened at this camp that we were just not expecting.
I think my favorite camp, though, was probably Wood Lake Bible Camp at the end.
We started doing songs with emotions the second week. And kids like loved it. They were really digging it.
Father Abraham had many sons had
that.
Definitely miss that camp a lot.
Wisconsin was our last stop. It was really special to me because we were able to play in my hometown.
Yeah, that concert we nailed it. It was a lot of fun. I just felt really confident, and we finally got Brooke back for that show. And, it was a good way to end the tour.
Driving was pretty interesting.
The driving was long, tiring, but good thing I enjoy driving. So me and Mark kind of did the majority of the driving throughout the tour. Nothing bad happened on the road.
Terrence, you know, you got on that little fender bender.
I'd definitely say Josiah is the better driver.
Josiah was probably the best driver.
If I had a chauffeur and I was really tired every time I got in the car and wanted to be lulled gently to sleep despite my being driven around, I would go to him.
This guy.
So yeah, Josiah was totally the best.
Where morning dawn.
I think we really did get along.
I think everybody got along pretty well this tour, and we all just loved playing with each other.
It was cool to play with some awesome musicians.
That he is God. One more time. Shout it.
They rarely messed up.
I just loved getting to know everybody.
This tour was so fun. We got along so great, and just made really good relationships with the people we met, and it was awesome. So anyways, it was a great time. Peace.
Jesus, the reason that we sing. Jesus, sustainer of all things. You're so high above, yet thinking of us. Great is your love. It's always enough. And who am I that you would listen closely? My heart will cry to you, the one and only God.
Three lights align. What's your favorite animal?
A dog.